shit.
Hello, welcome to the Bite-Sized Manga Podcast. Shut the fuck up, Ryu. This week we're talking about Dragon Ball chapters 331 to 340, or if you're me, 137 to 146. This week I'm joined by, as you heard before, Ryu, garden salesman.
There was no garden soul today.
L. Hutz, and they call him the sick boy.
Me.
I'm your host, Ben, as always. Bit of a messy intro, but we ride anyway. So,
when is our intro not rocky?
Like most episodes, just not today because you talked through me. Anyway, I want to start this one off actually because I had a thing. Because from last episode, you took a couple shots at who you thought was gonna be like showing up. Who showed up at the end of the last episode or the chapter, and because of that, because I didn't know how long it would take for us to get this information, I started off my notes with Trunks. Wait, shit, I can't call him that. Mystery Saiyan.
Mystery Saiyan. Oh, it's on back when we had the same thing like a while back. Like all the way to like the attention because we had like Roshi being yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about, bro.
I'm not entertaining this anyway.
You should.
I have several notes for like I don't know if we'll get to the point where they talk about the time travel, so I'll just have this for a future episode.
I'm glad this like whole time like Trunks thing got cleared up in these chapters because I would have been annoying to be dealing with next week as well.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty obvious.
When I saw his face, I was like, "Oh, that's Trunks."
Oh, you knew? Okay,
I knew. Yeah.
So, like, what do you know about him in this like upcoming section? Then, if you know anything from like,
I think he has a key sword. That's the only thing I really know besides what I know from him now.
You mean the sword?
Like from
he's already shown that.
That was not a key sword. I believe like he made a sword out of key. I think like a blue glowing sword.
That, yeah.
I think, but that's the only thing I know. Like I remember that very vaguely, like a blue glowing sword. But that might just be this sword, which is like infused with key. I don't know. That's generally all. Like when I saw the sword, like, that's a thing, and then I didn't know much besides like the shit they explained. I was like, like I knew that his name was Trunks, that he came from the future. So like before he all told all that, I was funny, and then it was funny to Piccolo just listen, and the Trunks didn't know that Piccolo had a better hearing. Which fair, he didn't like. Trunks.
He has some elf ears, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, but Trunks never met Piccolo.
Yeah, he was dead.
Like in that battle, he was a baby, like 5 months old. So he wouldn't, or like 6 months. He would never have met Piccolo because Piccolo died in that battle originally because everyone got too lax and with the androids, right? It's like
the threat was coming, so
yeah, that's kind of fun.
Also, producer, you weren't wrong. Well, you were wrong about the person, but Goku did have new drip, so.
True, I did say Goku.
No, but that still means I was wrong, because he just said the person at the end of the chapters is going to be Goku with new drip, and it wasn't. So, for context, y'all, like our producer, Koala, like, he did a prediction as someone who hasn't seen or read anything from Dragon Ball, and only heard us talk about the series. He said that the mystery person who we saw, which ended up being Trunks, was going to be Goku with new drip. He doesn't get points for Goku showing up after that.
What?
No.
Pay points.
But we did say the planet hopping did happen.
Yeah.
The what?
The planet hopping, Goku planet hopping. Not as much as I predicted, but he planet hopped.
One planet, but yeah.
He hopped planets. And got interpretation.
Well, technically 3, because he went from Namek to Yardrak to Earth.
I guess.
I mean, from what planet hopping I meant like Yardak and then another planet, and to Earth, like bouncing between planets, also just holding his breath. So different than what I thought. Sure. Yeah.
I want to say that you were like, oh, that was the Back to the Future drip. So that was pretty. Pretty nice color.
Yeah, because you got the
I got the shoes. Yeah,
Mario. Yep.
Right. Okay. So I actually remember, like, I started off with Mystery Saiyan, but I do like Trunks did generate a lot of hype by turning into a Saiyan there, because like you know, like Super Saiyan, because we like Goku's so far been the only one, and then we see Trunks just doing it. It's a very like holy shit, what the fuck moment. It builds a lot of intrigue, like off the bat.
Yeah, it does. But unfortunately, I didn't know that Trunks could go Super Saiyan, so that kind of was negated for me a little bit. It was still hype, definitely. Like seeing him just slice up Frieza in like 2 seconds was crazy.
Oh yeah, I want to
And
see
just
real
fucking
time of
play
that.
with them.
There's actually a real time animation of that by Dragon Ball.
Oh shit,
Well,
that's cool.
pretty cool.
Also, we talked about I'll just say it, King Cold's name last episode that we didn't know.
They
I
didn't
checked
say
back. They didn't say it. When he arrived, the chapter name was like 330 was literally King Cold arrives. I checked after the episode.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I know now, but that's kind of funny. And then when I saw, like, wait a minute, he did just say the King of Cold about like Frieza or something when you were like talking about Frieza's transformations. I remember you like saying something similar about that, so that was kind of funny.
Yeah, like that's what we were talking about. Like we made like me and Hud been making references and like essentially just putting stuff down for like if you ever remember something like this for those moments, right? Like I'm sure, like it was a nice moment for you to like be like, oh wait, they were talking about King Cold then.
Yeah. I kind of want to watch back the episode at some point, like at the end, and like we're like some moments and just like making them like dumb moments and just see. But yeah,
it'll be very fun. Also, okay, so like I'm gonna continue with my notes that I thought I was gonna have to say for another episode. Because so Bulma did not recognize the model of the Capsule Corp fridge that Trunks pulls out because it's a future model.
Future model.
Like she didn't recognize it, and I thought that was a very nice bit. And I thought that if this went a lot longer, it would be a fun callback. But it's just like two chapters later, so it was fine.
Yeah. Like when she talks about the logo on his jacket.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, these will be a lot of like cool bits of setup, like talks. If this goes a while longer, right? I think I think it's very evident that Toriyama like wings a lot of what he does because like stuff like this and dialogue like this is pretty much used when it's about to be paid off in the next couple chapters. Like it doesn't.
We talked about this in early Dragon Ball. Like this was a thing that happened back then as well, where like set up, pay off immediately instead of like building up.
Which feels a bit like sad in a way because I feel like he did a really good job with that during the Namek saga, and then now
Namek and like, Saiyan saga.
And Saiyan Saga, like to a lesser extent, but like it feels like we're kind of regressing a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he might have taken a little bit of a break after writing that great arc. To be fair, that like he wanted to be like just relaxing and like get a small arc in between before something big happens again. Which I'm assuming this is like the Android Saga. That's what it's called, or isn't it that long?
Android Saga. I think like in Dragon Ball they pretty much use the words arc and saga like interchangeably.
Which still confused me to this day because I'm a One Piece fan, and One Piece arcs are every island, and sagas are encompassing multiple islands.
Which is super different.
Makes
a
lot more sense to me.
As well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think like I don't know. I have my problems with this part of the story. It does a lot of things really good and really interestingly, but also does a lot of things that I don't like. One of the main things being like, so I'm skipping ahead a little bit here in the chapters, but one of my main complaints is Goku and Vegeta not wanting to use the Dragon Balls to kill Dr. Zero and whatnot to prevent the androids from being made even because they want to fight strong people. This is a thing. It has been set up. This is an urge that all Saiyans share, but the side effect, so it makes sense in universe. It's also a very nice like narrative convenience for the author because it essentially means that as long as the author puts forth strong guys, the cast will essentially like make themselves go into it. Even
the cast will be like, hold up, let them cook.
Yeah, which is nice for the author. Too bad it's fucking stupid because this is okay as long as nobody dies. Fuck that up already.
City is gone.
Yeah, you put people in jeopardy with their lives, even if you can wish them back. Even if like Piccolo survives this and you can wish them back, you still had people die for this.
To be fair, they're giving construction workers a lot of jobs. Just saying.
But,
okay, Trump needs to hire you. You can spin this shit so well. Get the Republicans on the line. You got a job.
That's I know, but like, get out. Okay, the entire block's gone. The people get revived from it. They're alive again. They need houses. Construction workers
Why
can
the
build
houses
new
too,
houses.
bro? They're tolls, man.
No.
I'm just
Can't be.
like,
You
because,
can't
like
only one way
the
about-
trauma that like dying fucking does. Like Yamcha, like he had one encounter with these androids and said, "I'm not fighting anymore." He trained for 3 years and immediately said, "I'm not doing this anymore."
He's like, y'all are crazy. To be fair, I agree with Yashiro. He's like, I'm good. I ain't suicidal. Survives the explosion. Is like, can't fly. Even if he could, he'd be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Also, like, Bulma's reaction to that was fucking hilarious because he was like, oh, not fair. My bad. Because he actually apologized. Bulma's surprisingly okay this arc.
Bulma had an arc. Bulma had a character arc, guys.
Had a secret character arc, like, in the background. Like, it was just like, oh shit, she's like an okay person right now.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say, it makes sense for Vegeta. Vegeta doesn't give a fuck, right? He just wants to fight people, right? To surpass.
It's not a good thing.
Goku, it also makes sense because he wants to fight strong people, and they technically, like he said, they technically haven't done anything bad yet. So, do you kill them or destroy them without them having done anything?
This is an ethical dilemma.
This is the same as killing baby Hitler, right?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Would you do it? So I get it for Goku's part 2, right? Krillin's idea of
Yeah, I have notes.
I was okay. Right. Krillin's idea of saying Piccolo might be okay, but if Vegeta doesn't have this common goal with us, he'll spin back the block and maybe do something terrible.
Yeah.
So Vegeta did threaten to kill everyone if they actually did anything, but Goku's there, so he probably wouldn't allow that. Point is, it makes sense for everyone, but I'm just saying, could have gone behind Vegeta's back, done it anyways, sent Goku on him.
Alright.
Doesn't matter. Okay, anyways, yeah, you go.
I have notes. So, this is a nice idea. The thing that stops it from working, that like, oh, hey, he hasn't done anything yet. Yeah, remember that he worked for an army hellbent on conquering the Earth. You can't, like, he certainly has done things already. He has contributed to mass murder already. Why?
He is an escapee. He's an escaped convict.
We already like Goku literally says in these chapters, like, yeah, I guess I should have killed Frieza when I had the chance on Namek. He's like, he came back. That's my bad. I should have killed him. Same principle applies to Jiro, who built the androids. So, like, I'm just saying,
I
like,
guess.
He has done things. He has been convicted. He has contributed to attempted mass murder. I don't know how many people the Red Ribbon Army actually killed, but
did he do it directly though? Like, how or like, is it in the like he made inventions to kill people with? But he's like, hey guys, I just made the guns. Yeah. Wasn't me.
I'm just gonna say I guess, but it would also be kind of hypocritical if Goku gave Frieza, Vegeta, and all those others multiple chances and didn't give just Jiro guy like one more chance, right?
They know he's gonna.
He didn't even try.
At least go to him, and like talk to the motherfucker instead of being like, "No, I'm gonna just wait 3 years and when I know they're gonna be evil."
I'm fine with him giving him another chance, but like, do that actively, please. Like, at least don't be like, "Hey, are you making mass murder robots right now?"
No.
So you're saying you should
the bots behind him. Like, no.
Those they're just
closes the curtain real quick. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't be doing that. What? Blasphemy!
They're mate bots. They help me around the house. Fucking 5 and 6 are standing behind him.
Just like, what? They're standing like this behind him. In the drip stands.
Yeah, but
I just feel like we very quickly just accepted that we're going to let the robots like just go do their thing.
Yeah, which
and I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, no, it's funky.
It is
like why. Like again, like he didn't actively go to them to like the inventor to like, hey, so why are you making these? Like, can we just talk this out?
Yeah.
And if they like, nah, I'm gonna kill you, then murder him right there. then gone, done.
Yeah, but he also,
like
but he also did want to fight. It would be kind of awkward to like come there 3 years early, and be like, "Hey, you wanna chill out there, buddy? What are you doing?" And then he's like, "Oh, not really." And then like, "All right,
But how'd you know I was
you
here?
know,
I just sensed you.
yeah, for sure."
Yeah,
I
bullshit that way.
just want to point out, Hut, that I feel like, like I'm all for people feeling comfortable, but when you're making murder weapons, I feel like your comfortability is no longer part of the question.
Comfortability, swampability. No, don't worry about it. Murder weapons of mass destruction.
Also, I
No.
want to just point out like Goku's like character arc here, because he's become now fully just like decoupled from where he started. Because he started as kind of like, we've talked about this, like, every kid's fantasy of I'm gonna do things and I'm gonna get them right on the first try. Like that's what every kid wants. Like they want to be better than all the adults. They want to get everything right immediately and just be the best at everything, right? Like that, and that's kind of where like the representation of Goku was at the start of the series. Now he's so not that anymore. Like first of all, like he grew up, so like that's already -1 point for relatability with like kids, and now he's become like this like really like hard worker who wants to like continuously test his skill, right? And that's like I like it and I hate it at the same time, because I like the idea of like, okay, I'm gonna keep working, I'm gonna keep like grinding, I'm gonna keep getting better. I like that, I love that, right? That's also the message that Roshi imparted on him at the very first World Martial Arts tournament, where, or like the first, was it the first one that we saw where Jackie Chan was a thing? It was,
That's
right?
first.
Yeah.
That's first. You're like,
Yeah, so
he
like-
knows they were strong, so he became Jackie Chan to show them that there's still stronger people.
Yeah, so that, and like he still carries that with him, right? Like he always wants to keep going and keep fighting. But right now, like he is putting people in danger to do that, and that is a character flaw, and character flaws are fine. Don't get it twisted. Don't think that I don't think that character flaws are okay. That the main character has to be, or like any character has to be perfect. I just think it's immensely frustrating. Because I'm looking at this and I go like, you're killing innocent people by doing this.
He's like, I want to save the Earth. Save some people first, then just get it over with.
Like at the very least, it's
okay, what he could have done,
stakes, right? But
I have an altered like timeline. He could have gone to the doctor, like, hey, I know you're building robots. Don't even shush. Let me talk. So like to him, not y'all, but like to the doctor.
Yeah.
Shush. Let me talk. Like, and then he just like goes, so make these robots. Have him fight me 1-on-1, right? I'll be in the training grounds.
On the gauntlet.
But let's do it in a safe area. I'll go to the moon. I don't care. Let me fight him anywhere, any place, anytime. I'll fight him. Just know, if we can keep this as safe, and if you don't want to build him, that's fine. I'll just fight him anyway.
Like the thing is, like this is done for narrative stakes, right? Like we don't want to have just like your idea. Like I also had the same idea, but like we can't do that because then there's no real stakes, right?
As a story doesn't work in realistic sense, that's better. But
I mean, like I guess you could do it like he wants to first kill them and then like go on and still conquer the earth. Then like you still have those stakes, but like it just like. It's just so like frustrating to be like, oh yeah, we could have totally like prevented this, and like it's already bad. A lot of people have already died, and like I guess minor spoiler, but like this isn't going to be done in 3 chapters.
What?
Oh no, right? So it's going to get worse. And
also, again, back to Dragon Balls, it removes all stakes. It removes the whole point of like, oh, everyone died. Just bring him back.
As long as Piccolo survives, right?
But and Goku actually tells him in these chapters, like, hey, Piccolo, if you know you're gonna die, dip. We need you alive.
Yeah, it's just like it's just so frustrating because like now everything bad that's going to happen, we're going to look at it and be like, yeah, but you could have prevented this. This is all your own fault.
It easily stopped.
Yeah, and it can also just be reverted by Dragon Balls.
Yeah,
which like removes stakes and removes point. I feel like Dragon Ball should be more of a like just take your brain off. But that's not the point of the show. The point of the show of this pod is
as long as I'm here, it's not being that.
Nope. So exactly, like if we're breaking it down in our sense of reading the story, this does not make sense. Like in any way, this is not a feasible way of
so
doing
frustrating.
this.
So like I'm actually so fucking upset by this. I'm like you had it. You had really good stakes. And like that's what I mean with like I feel like the writing's taken a bit of a like jump back in this stuff because like we have some of the older like quirks of like really quick setup and like really quick payoff, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but like it was done better previously, so like we're falling back down a level a little bit.
I would have loved to see more of the 3 years. Honestly,
and,
I would have loved to see.
It would have been good for like setup and stuff. And then like now we have this whole thing where like the characters are like I don't want to say not relatable, but like
they're different.
They fucked up. Like they've made it so that everything that's happening is their fault. They're fully culpable for what's going to happen. Because like I know we're dealing with time travel and stuff, but if you know a crime is going to be committed and you don't report it, you are culpable for it. You are what's called an accomplice. So
yeah, by law, go criminal. It's already wearing the orange jumpsuit.
So like it's a lot harder to like root for these people right now. I'm sure like it'll go back up and like because like this is all set up and the setup's just not been done very well. So like we'll probably go back and or like go further and like we'll forget a little bit about what like the irksome things with the setup and it will stop mattering as much. But that doesn't make the writing like of this section specifically suddenly good.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I feel like if we had just like let's say 5 chapters of in those 3 years of this stuff happening, maybe the Bulma and Vegeta hooking up, maybe like Goku training a bit more, maybe seeing Krillin and stuff train with Roshi. Like if we saw all those kind of things, like just even maybe like 2 or 3 panels or chapters, sorry. That would have been so much more setup for the payoff of the androids coming. That would have already helped massively, I feel.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Because now all the setup was the quick talk.
They're coming! Now we're here. And then dips. Yeah.
And then they came.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was just a lot of chatting for sure.
Also, like, do we want to talk about how like Chi-Chi is just fully irrelevant now? Like, I mean, she already kind of was, but like,
I hated that part. I genuinely hated that part when we saw Chi-Chi fucking like verbally fight with Goku. And Goku's like, "It's fine," like almost kills her. Like that's a funny, but like,
that's a joke, and it's like, like exactly, like that's a joke. And I'm like, kind of like, it's like, oh, oops, I didn't mean to. Like he tried to do like a pat on the side and just didn't work. Okay, well, like, but besides that, like, first of all, Chi-Chi's just annoying. Now she's taking the Bulma spot.
I was gonna say it. Yep.
Bulma, damn. That's probably the worst insult you can give anyone, bro. That's
but like
you're like Bulma.
It's true. Like it's true because like it's like okay, well, but like we have to go safety or for otherwise he can't fucking do his homework or get education. He's just like I don't care. And like that's just fucking crazy. Like I get it. Like
though.
people in like argument in like heated arguments, they make illogical choices and say illogical things, but like. There was no there was no good like setup for this to actually be an emotional thing. It was just like quickly in between everything else that was happening.
It was just
like,
quickly
this argument.
Bad mother. And then when they left, she was like super nice and all. So like I don't know what the fuck happened. Did that punch make her have a concussion? Yeah. Like concussion, and she's just super nice now. Like what happened?
I'm just very sad about like the writing of female.
We could have seen chapters about Chi-Chi developing as a character, but no, just no. Same with Bulma. Like, we could have seen character arcs. No, just nothing. I hope we get flashbacks. Probably not. We don't get many flashbacks in Dragon Ball. Just say, don't really want to have it. If anything, this is all flashback to Trunks' timeline.
Dragon Ball's just a flashback arc.
Well,
where's the narrator, bro? We need him.
I mean, he was there. He was there. He
in
was
Dragon Ball.
True.
In original Dragon Ball. Have you seen him in Z yet?
Yeah, no, he was there.
Oh yeah, of course.
He was saying like, okay, and thus 3 years have passed.
Oh yeah, he doesn't talk much though. I think he got like
say much now.
I think he got sick
But like
or something.
he had like the bit about it's in the other book. I'm not gonna go. I guess I'll go grab it.
Nah.
Other book. Damn, did you go across books? That's crazy.
Yeah. I think I ended in the middle of this.
Where did that? Where did it?
Here.
Where?
So in chapter 142 from me, so that's 336 for y'all. Like he set the time, May 12th, 3 years from now. It is the target for which they train, the moment when they hope to defy history and win.
Also, for information, chapter 338 is when volume 29 starts.
338. That makes sense.
This is the previous one we were on, and this is a Super Saiyan Goku flying.
That's
he went Super Saiyan in one volume, bro. That's crazy.
I mean, also, yeah, you can see on the backs here, like this is regular Goku, and this is Super Saiyan Goku on the other one.
Oh,
it's a bit hard to see with the
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the people wondering, I've said it like at the start of the series that when we started doing this, I'm reading the Phys Big volumes. So if you're wondering about any of the physical components, look up Dragon Ball Phys Big like 4 and 5, because the count resets between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z for the Phys Big volumes, which is why if you're wondering why my chapter count is different from these guys.
Well, also I refer to 28 and 29 the volumes instead of 4 and 5. You said.
Yeah, this Phys Big 4 and 5 here, because they're also 3-in-1 volumes.
Yeah, exactly. They're also going to be different.
Every integer of 3 or every multiple of 3, it's going to change books for me.
Yeah, so it like 4 would be 28, 27, 26 for us. Yeah.
Anyway,
now, question: the android, I'm assuming it's 20, the one with the hat, the black top hat
guy.
Yeah, he like his head gets blown off, and we see an actual brain in there. So he's not an android; he's a cyborg. Which, to be fair, at the beginning, Trunks called them cyborgs.
Yeah, but I think it's just one of those weird things.
Mistranslations. Didn't know for sure.
I think it's literally just they are cyborgs, and everybody knows that they're cyborgs, but they're called androids.
Yeah.
So it's like when you have to fill out a shitty form, and they want a first and a last name for you're but it's not actually real or anything. It's in a game or something, and it's just you just have to think of your title is your first name, and then whatever you're actually called is your last name in those. It becomes your first name is Mr. and then whatever your your gamer tag is for Mr. Mersons or whatever. So it's something like that where I think it's just literally first name android, second name is their number.
Yeah.
Even though they're cyborgs.
Yeah.
So is there a cyborg, which is a classification, name Android 20, Android 19?
Yeah.
Makes
That's
sense.
at least the way that I've always interpreted this. Hot, feel free to if I'm wrong, you would correct.
The weird thing I find is that they're called 19 and 18. Sorry, 19 and 20. I'm here. What happened before? 18, 17, 16.
That's
15,
the year
14,
of the war in Dragon Ball.
That makes a lot more sense.
Bro, that was a joke. That has nothing to do with reality. What are you talking about?
It was a coronavirus. He predicted the coronavirus.
In 1920.
Speaking about coronavirus.
Flu back then.
No, not 2019 and 2020 were corona waves.
Oh, no, but in 1920 there was another pandemic.
Yeah, there was the plague? No,
plague in 1920.
That's 1820. Anyway,
yeah, I was gonna say that was a very
the plague was in the Dark Ages. What?
There was also something in was it the Spanish flu in 1920? It was Spanish flu. Doesn't matter. Anyway, is it just 1920, just the iterations, and 18 and everything else filled? It can also be that he's counting backwards for whatever reason.
So that would be
Yeah,
good.
it was the Spanish flu in 1920 and 1820.
Yeah.
It was. Can't find it. Whatever.
Nope.
Not quick enough.
Uh,
But yeah, I think it's just iterations. Like these are probably like the first successful ones.
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean,
Yes.
could also be successful before that, but it more like successful and strong enough, maybe.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, I hit it with a wrench and it died.
Womp
It's
womp.
like funk. Years of academy training wasted.
What happened?
Also,
Throw up your
Bulma
own.
should have been long gone by now, by the way. Just
Oh, yeah.
saying. She was like, I'm gonna take a look at them. She sees an entire city get half blown up.
Well, to be
Like,
fair, she didn't have a time to get in the car.
Also, she didn't see them yet.
Oh,
She only know
yeah.
their power. Like, I get her standpoint of like, I want to see them so I can maybe make my own. Because she is a scientist after all. Yeah, I get that. She's still insane. For just
Yeah.
She also brought her
Still
baby,
eating it.
so like that's.
if anything, if Goku and motherfuckers kill them, which will probably just blowing up their head, the rest of the body is just there.
Unless they like completely destroy it, so, which could happen.
If it's
Unlikely.
still like brain power, I think I would say killing the like breaking the head would still kill.
Oh, like they're just cutting head off.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Because I'm assuming the
What's
power
the
source is also
difference?
on the head. Because like,
Yeah.
like half the head is brain. Like you can't feel the power source in that because it still has a throat, I assume, because it opens and speaks and like says talk box there, or at least in this. So there's a very small battery in there, if anything. So anything, the battery is in the body or power source or whatever. Like usually fireworks have like a heart that's replaced by like a core or something. So if anything, just cutting off the head will kill it. And calling it, killing it
that
is
should
in
be
it,
fine.
killing the circuit. Yeah.
Don't really
You need a
think.
closed loop.
Yeah,
I like how how like that's my job and this I said the most basic shit here about it.
And that's a close loop.
God.
Like I sound so dumb, but this is actually my job. It's
It's
just
fine.
fucking hilarious.
It happens. It happens.
I feel like I'm like just very worried about this arc because like I really like this arc. Like I'm pretty sure it is my favorite arc out of Dragon Ball, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be very annoyed trying to analyze this arc.
And then I have mostly my last point is that I think it's dumb that Goku went immediately Super Saiyan, and then like that they're yapping about like Piccolo was yapping. Oh, you haven't seen his Super Saiyan form after they explained their like knowing of his predicted power. That's cool and all. Keep it a secret. Have an ace up your sleeve. I know that he didn't use interpretation yet.
Morons!
They're morons. They're fucking like Piccolo. I expect that of you, bro. What are you doing? You're supposed to be the smart one. What the fuck? Okay, that's not true. He's a warrior type.
My God.
True. I mean, he's smarter than the Saiyans.
Smarter than Goku, Vegeta. I mean, I think Tien is probably the smartest one of them.
Also, like, yeah, probably
Who would be the smartest?
Gohan.
Yashirobe, because you're not fighting.
No facts.
That's actually the real answer. Right
That's,
there.
No, but
that's
like
real.
one of the things that like that I just like thought of is essentially like if you look at what I forgot my point. Never mind.
Yeah.
If you look at the
No, literally. Wait, what the fuck is that? Y'all just keep talking. I'll try and recover.
But yeah, no,
I don't think I can
like
go
they were
back
like,
on this.
huh, you don't know about my Super Saiyan form. Go Super Saiyan. Shows them like your max power level.
I feel like it would have been. I feel like it's fine to go Super Saiyan right off the bat because then you don't like waste your energy during the fight, then go Super Saiyan afterwards. But
Don't waste time getting started.
yeah, but yapping about it, that was kind of. I guess they were overconfident because they can't sense their power and.
Yeah,
I remember
they don't
what I
have a
wanted
power
to
level.
say.
All right.
Like essentially, like we've hit the point where the characters individually just don't fucking matter. Besides like power level, because like one of the things that you mentioned for you, like wanting to see like what happens in between like this 3-year time skip. Like that's a very good point. Like if the characters actually like matter besides just being bodies and being deployable, like
They're
we would
pylons.
do more about it, right? Because like a lot of like personal shit happen. Like Gohan got another 3 years. Like with a child of that age, that means he's basically a completely different person.
He's 9 now. He went from 5, 6 to 9.
Yeah,
8,
like
9. Like he
I mean,
grew
like,
up from being a toddler
maybe
still, from
yeah.
going to basically like being in the middle of elementary school, almost going to middle school. Like he is like there's a lot
Yeah,
of character
he's
arcs that
very,
happen in
like-
those 3 years, especially for a young kid.
Yeah, and then like we have Bulma and Yamcha were a thing right before the time skip. Then afterwards, they've broken up for a while already.
We could have seen something
And
like that happen. We could have
Bulma
seen.
had maybe rebound with Vegeta, maybe like a thing later.
Seemed like a
but-
hookup because, like, from what Trunks was saying, like they met after, like they saw like Vegeta being like lonely, and they just like something happened, and they didn't live together. So I'm assuming Vegeta like
Yeah, he probably just
he dipped and dipped.
did it.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And that
and
was
then like,
potent enough to make a kid, apparently.
and then
still
for the
not
rest
here.
of them, it's literally just like, yeah, we trained. Period. Like we had literally nothing going on in our lives besides that. Like Chaozu is literally just benched because he's not strong enough. So he doesn't even get screen time anymore.
We haven't even we did like not even like a single panel of a flashback to him just.
We
still
spent
training.
so much effort trying to get him back to like being alive, and then we don't even get to see him. Like at that
Genuinely,
point, leave him dead.
I would've loved-
it doesn't. The characters don't matter anymore outside of just being strong.
Exactly. One panel of just him, I don't know, still training, still
Yeah.
like using his psychic powers, floating stuff around, whatever.
Yeah,
Something show it's like sweat on his face, showing that he's
What-
still putting an effort to try and be there, maybe as like
Yeah.
an ace up their sleeve at the end. Maybe.
Yep. Like it's
It could
super
have been.
frustrating because like this is one thing that I think like Lord of the Rings does really well. Like they spend a lot of time like establishing what the characters are fighting for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like why are we doing this? And like one of the very important things in the last movie, like there's a running joke in the community that like the like Return of the King, especially if you like watch the extended editions like I always do, then like the movie ends several times. Right, there's several different endings, but all of those endings are important to show what we've been fighting for. We see different areas of the world, we see different people living their like versions of what happened after the war, and that's very important to show. Like this is what it's all been for, and
You
we
show
just don't
what
take time for it.
happens after that war ends. You show
Yeah,
this
and we
affects
don't
this
take time
place,
for it
this
here in
affects
Dragon
this
Ball.
place, this affects this place,
Yeah,
this affects these people, this affects this part of the main cast, this affects this part of the main cast. You show
yeah,
like the ending of a story. You like this reminds you of Seven Deadly Sins, where at the end, spoilers, like all people
Wait,
get
how far at
together.
the end? Because I still want to read that.
I will not say it because it's the actual end.
Yeah,
So I
okay, yeah.
won't. Anyway, ending, actual ending happens, right? Like stuff ends. You get like everyone's stories and you get everyone's little bits of story. You get everyone being they lived happily after, that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
Disney story shit, right? Like
Now let's go.
that.
The closest we get to like they're seeing their training is this. Like if you look in the group chat, this is the thing. This is the closest thing we get to their training in the manga.
Yeah, literally just like one of the title pages.
Yeah.
Which is the closest, and like also like this is
Yeah.
why arcs will have a lull like right before like we see it here, but again it's so small. Like after
We
like
saw
One Piece
Vegeta.
arc, we take a while to wrap up what's been happening, and before we like fully get into the next one, we always start with a little bit of slice of life on the ship.
On the ship, exactly.
Which is important to see, like, hey, this is the crew interacting. This is what like it's a big part of the story to just enjoy the characters. And like going back into like how Goku has changed as well. The characters are not fucking enjoyable.
Goku's a fucking dumbass. That's
Yeah.
real. He's
He's
not being
like-
kind to his wife.
Like he's always been stupid, but he's been battle smart. But like up until this point, like we saw this as well, like in the in the Namek saga, like he was doing smart things. He was trying. He was thinking ahead. He was and like even like defeating Frieza and beating him. Like he wanted to, like it was vengeance, but still, like in the anime it's justice, but in the manga it's vengeance.
Yeah.
Like, but he's doing it for like a specific purpose to like vindicate some group, some people. And here it's just like I'm in this for me. Which, like, if he changes later to be more, I'm doing this for the good of the world, I'm doing this for the good of people, I'm not gonna make this mistake again. If he learns from this, I'm cool with it. But right now, where we are at
which is
currently,
longer term, which
but right now where we are at, fucking hate it.
Yep. Agreed. Yeah. Again, he also like at the end of our panel chapters, he just dashes in, going alone. He's like, "Y'all stay back. I got this." No, just no. Trunks warned you. Like this ain't going good. Like they said, sure. Like he died before. Like what did they say with the disease? Was it before they fought the androids?
Before the androids arrived, he died.
Yeah. But like they still wanted to go after him, so like Goku wasn't dead, then the androids right. Like apparently like the Goku wasn't there, and was like, oh shit, we'll just fight y'all then, because you're all strong friends of his, I guess. And then world domination, I guess. I don't know. That seems to be it, right? That seems to like kills everyone else and then dips, I guess. But yeah, no. Even then, they were designed to kill Goku.
So. I do want your thoughts a little bit about this section because me and Rio have been complaining a lot and
a lot.
But what are you feeling right now? What are your opinions? What are your thoughts?
No, just this is a bad start, like in general, because the I feel like the setup could have gone a little longer, and as well as like I get they're very reliant on the Dragon Balls, right? But they also do put people in harm's way. Now, Goku doesn't claim to be a hero, and the Z Fighters don't either.
No.
So it's like it's not their obligation to do something like save people, but it's like it's the morally right thing to do, and we know that they're like not bad people. So
yeah.
So
like part of their argument is also just like these guys like Piccolo and Tien used to be bad guys, and it's like okay, if you're not bad guys, then why are you still like second-handedly killing people?
What? Like
Krillin had this little speech, right? Like at the start of being like, oh hey, like we should like do this and like let this happen because like Tien and like Piccolo, they used to be bad guys. And it's like okay, yeah, that kind of works as an argument.
It was more about Vegeta, no?
Yeah, it was about Vegeta, like getting him into it, but like you're also like again still like second-handedly killing people, so like not that good at guys.
Yeah, good enough, for
second-degree murder is still a murder.
Right, there's degrees to it, and what you can be charged with in a criminal court. So.
True.
Yep.
But yeah, what else, Hut?
Nothing else.
No. Okay.
Pretty interesting. I'm interested in what Trunks gonna do. But
he said he was gonna show up, but
yeah, and Vegeta isn't here yet either. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
He's training. We saw like one panel of him like asking to be trained, then one panel of him just sweating. That's all we saw of him.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna pass Kakarot. Like that's all he said.
This is very like Josh Whedon Avengers, where like it's we don't get anything from like Captain America, for example, besides him just punching the shit out of a sandbag in an empty gym, which worked there because it's essentially just like, okay, we have a lot of characters here, so we need to narrow this down to like what's really important. So like it's essentially just setting the tone. It's just like none of the other like I think in Avengers like the characters' individual like relationships and stuff like that are still explored further in the movie, right?
Yeah.
So like we just
stuff that happen like there's a fight set up. Then usually there's like some normal things, fights set up, some things happen, training, fight, and some things happen.
Yeah, but like I'm like talking about like Avengers because like the same like narrative shorthand is used with like we're just show like the training montage was essentially just there like we're showing you like what where the characters are at essentially.
That's Krillin was like I'm at Roshi's now. It was a ghost and then gone. I don't know.
Yeah, but like their talk beforehand also serves to go for that same purpose. Like this is where I'm at mentally. This is why I'm doing this. and then like their talk like after the time skip works in a similar way, and it's essentially just all works to connect and set up like this is where the characters are at, right?
Yeah.
But like so, a similar method is used in the Avengers, and what doesn't work about this, at least not thus far with Dragon Ball, is that the rest of the movie, the characters' relationships are very important, and it's all about how they grow to come together as a team, right? Here,
Yeah.
call me crazy, but I somehow don't think that the characters' interpersonal relationships are gonna matter that much. Like, there's gonna be no real exploration of character, I feel like, and like I guess it's just like I'm circling the drain with the same point again. It's just like it's just sad that that's the thing, because like all these small things are used that could be used better, and it like Dragon Ball is essentially putting all its eggs in one basket of just like the fighting, the main drama is gonna be good. And if it doesn't do that, it's gonna be so bad because there's literally nothing else to watch this for.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to find out and see next time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hope. We're gonna have to hope. Hopefully, I would say I feel bad about complaining, but like we're 33 episodes deep. Y'all know I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, and to be fair, this shit is not up to par with the rest of what we've seen.
Yeah, like I think thus far, like to wrap it all up, like thus far, I think we've had a very good, like, slowly, gradually building, like a narrative arc of like quality, right? I think like consistently the quality is shot up in different arcs, and different things have been improving over the course of the story, and I think like Namek was the ultimate culmination of that, where like y'all didn't hear me complain much during the Namek saga because it was just well written and good, and I really enjoyed it. And then it's just like it's such like a sad like start for this arc. Doesn't mean it can't be great. Doesn't mean it can't surpass Namek, but as an arc. But right now it's a very like it's if we're projecting from where we're at now, it's gonna be so tough.
Yeah, no.
Anyway.
I think, I mean, I don't have anything else to say. I don't know if y'all have
Hut,
anything
do
else.
you?
Instant transmission.
True. That's the
got
one
a new
trick he has up his
technique.
sleeve.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool move.
It's pretty neat. I don't think he got much stronger because he pretty much spent all that time doing transmission training. So we're gonna see if this is good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, he did after the training.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
also train
He did
with
the training,
Piccolo and
so
Gohan.
we got nothing. Anyway, with that, we're gonna end this episode of Yappening off. So we're gonna say goodbye to Hut.
Peace. Oh, what was that?
To Ryu.
Bye bye.
I'm your host Ben. See you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.